I still don't know what's going on, and I've gone to so many doctors. So I work on a cruise ship, and I just want to give you guys some idea of what is going on right now. Also, apologies in advance because I might cry. So a couple days ago, I hurt my back in the show. Not really sure exactly what it is.
So believe it or not, when a medical issue happens to a crew member, they do not just immediately send you ashore. They do go through a very extensive process. And trust me, I've been through it. But thankfully, when I told them that my legs were numb and tingling, I had an appointment the next day.
So today I'm gonna be having my first doctor's appointment. And then another thing is that I hurt my thumb like 2 months ago. That is also being taken to the Shoreside medical team. I picked up a medical referral, and that is going to basically be my ticket to get to my appointment. And there's gonna be a car to pick me and several other people up to take us to our appointments, and then they'll take us back. I've never done this before, so we'll see. At this point, I had never been off the ship before. It was kind of my first experience. So I looked up the location of the place that I was going to be going. It was only 40 minutes away. But guys, it took me 3 hours to get there. We got in the van at 8 a.m. I didn't arrive at my appointment, which was supposed to start at 9, until 11 a.m. We've been in the van for 3 hours. The appointment itself for that one was fine. Like, they did another X-ray on my hand. Still nothing broken, so they wanted to get an MRI for it. There's my hand. And then for my back, they also recommended PT, but they said that they didn't think it was going to be something that required an MRI. So I was like, okay. So then we got picked up around noon, and there was no opportunity for us to get food because we were just at our appointment for that sliver of time, and the rest of the time we were in the van. We couldn't go to the bathroom. Like, it was terrible. There was a point when someone had to go so bad that we had to pull over to the side of the road and someone had to go in the bushes. Like, this is not okay. I don't even know what time it is because all my devices have died. The all aboard time for the crew members was 3:30, and we didn't even get back until 4. Oh my gosh. Whoa. So they were like waiting for us, which is fine because we were there for medical things, so we weren't in trouble. But I was like, what is going on here? Yeah, 3.5 hours on the way back. So I think next time I will bring a phone charger.
So although the first excursion was quite tedious, it was a very long day. Honestly, at this point, I was very excited. I was hopeful that things were going in the right direction. I felt like I understood my diagnosis. I was doing tons of research, looking up exercises, the whole thing. So I was really looking forward to the PT appointment, at least until I got there. Thankfully, the doctor did speak English. However, he was on Zoom. He didn't have me point to where it hurt. He just kind of had me talk about it. He didn't have me like try to do any sort of physical assessment even from Zoom. So this is the primary PT who was going to be treating me and kind of creating my plan. He kind of took the temporary diagnosis that the orthopedics did and was like, okay, you're gonna come back for the next 6 weeks every single turnaround day. But I'm like, you don't even know what's wrong with me. You have no idea what's wrong with me. You're not doing any tests, any assessments, and I'm going to waste my time spending 6.5 hours in a van every single Monday and Friday when sitting is what aggravates my back. I was trying to keep it cool and collected on the phone call, but like I started to cry and he was like, oh, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't really feel like I know what to do. I was trying to ask him, like, are there certain things I should be avoiding, certain movements? And he was like, no, it's kind of however you're feeling. What? Like that cat meme that's like, I was like, okay, well, is there anything I should be doing, to make it better? And he was just like, oh, I mean, just kind of continue what you've been doing. I'm like, you have no idea what's going on with me, and you still want me to come back for 6 weeks of PT. Like, also this impacts if I'm able to do my job or not, because my job is performing, and if I can't perform, then I'm off duty, like, I'm off of work. You need to tell me if I have something that's potentially dangerous for my body, because, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's good or bad for me at this point, and I'm kind of looking for this guidance from a professional, and he was just, like, not able to provide that at all. I immediately made an appointment with the medical team, and I just wanted to kindly voice all of my concerns. I did not feel like the right course of action was being taken. I didn't feel comfortable with what was happening, and I thought it was important that I do get an MRI, especially since I had just tried to dance a little bit, because that's what my PT said I could do, and it resulted in more numbness and tingling. So, great Thankfully, the medical team agreed with me and I had an MRI the next day, and I was really looking forward to it. I finally felt like I was going to be getting the answers that I really wanted, and I sure did. So even though I had to wait a couple days to officially get the MRI results, they did give me a CD with all the scans. So of course I had to go investigate and see if I could be a radiologist for a second. Of course, that was a bit unsuccessful. However, I did show my scans to a couple people and they gave me a little heads up of what they think it could be. But that would not be officially confirmed until I saw the orthopedic.
It is 8:01. I'm supposed to be outside at 8, but I can't run because of my spine.
So basically the job of the orthopedic at this point is to take the results of the MRI observations and create a plan for me. And at this point, I had a pretty good idea of what they were going to say. I told them that I do not want to risk my body. I do not want something that is going to be just a short-term patch on an injury that could cause me chronic damage for the rest of my life. I just want to be careful. Like, this is not worth it. The ship is not worth it. This job is not worth it. Like, that was like the first time that I was really starting to get emotional, I think, because I knew I was making the right decision, and nothing was confirmed, but I had a pretty good idea what was coming.
Good morning. It is my birthday, and wow, what a way to start the day. This is 27. Some might see starting off the year with a bulged disc to not be the most exciting thing in the world, but I feel like it is so important to just see everything in life as a gift, whatever that is, and this is a very pinch me moment. I think because I've been dance captain and company manager when people have come and gone because of illness, injury, whatever, what have you, I'm the one that deals with it. So being the one that this is happening to is definitely weird. For me, I feel like the start of this year, my lap around the sun, if you will, is going to be focused on just like having time to be kind to my body, have time with my family, and just kind of rebuild and find so much inner peace. And I don't think the life telling you, maybe you shouldn't be doing this is such a bad thing. So it only goes up from here. Yes, we are allowed in the hot tub.